First of all, hi. I just wanted to welcome everybody and thank you for your support and your help during the presidential race. Um, I'm glad I was able to stay in touch with you. Glad you stayed in touch with me. And let's stay tight as we go through this marvelous new era for America. Thank you. Today's lunch alert is sponsored by Patriot Gold. Last night was a crushing referendum, a defeat for the policies of Biden-Harris. After 4 years of Bidenomics, a recession is already here. Last year, Congress was on the eve of the election, was as always so deadlocked in partisan gridlock that they couldn't get it together to pass a budget. I think the second or third year in a row that they have not. And what they've done is just lived on continuing resolutions, which basically froze last year's spending in place and just re-upped it for a year. And that precluded any major changes, plus or minus, and kept some relative semblance of stability. Over the past few years, the Democrats and Republicans have not been able to get it together to set up a budget. They govern by simply a continuing resolution, which took last year's spending and rolled it over into this year. And as the election approached and the legislative session ground down, they adopted the same solution, saying just keeping the government open on a short-term continuing resolution that expires on December 22nd, a Christmas present for the country. The Democrats wanted a longer-term thing so they could protect their big spending against the Republican budget cuts. But Republicans refused and insisted on only a 6-week continuing resolution that comes due on December 22nd. So the problem is that the fiscal year extends to October of 25. So if the Republicans want to make any major change, they'd better do so between now and December 22nd. Otherwise, the budget is basically locked in place and their plans can't really come to fruition until the end of 25, an intolerably long wait. So Trump is going to have to review every single federal agency, name his appointments, and work with them on developing a budget in the next 6 weeks. And it's going to be a hellish pace. The key thing, though, is that Trump will push for his tax cut agenda that he feels correctly is the key to economic growth. It features a tax cut on the upper brackets and a cut in the taxes on corporations. It includes a variety of other tax measures, such as no tax on tips, no tax on overtime pay, no tax on Social Security benefits, and others. And he obviously is going to start with bracketing his tax cuts for business and upper income with tax cuts for lower income, and more importantly, the specific tax cuts on tips and other sources of income that animated him during the campaign. So that's what this fight is going to be all about. And it'll be very interesting to watch it and to watch Trump assert his will in this most fundamental of all questions. Thanks very much for watching. Today's lunch alert is sponsored by Patriot Gold. Last night was a crushing referendum, a defeat for the policies of Biden-Harris. After 4 years of Bidenomics, a recession is already here. The yield curve inversion, credit card debt, and record bankruptcies are the signals. Goldman Sachs predicted sluggish S&P growth over the next decade. Goldman forecasts 3% returns that won't even keep up with inflation. We are in the early stages of a gold and silver super cycle. We're just getting started. Call the Patriot Gold Group. The Patriot Gold Group offers no fee for life IRAs to viewers of these videos. The IRA minimums are $25,000 and $100,000 for the no fee for life IRA. So call the Patriot Gold Group and ask for the no fee for life IRA.